Insomnia and sleep apnea often occur together. And in fact, there seems to be this relationship where the sleep apnea can trigger awakenings during the night, and then the insomnia patient develops more insomnia because they can't get back to sleep. Well, there actually is a simple solution to that in a lot of cases for people who are using CPAP treatments or bi-level treatments for their sleep apnea, and that's called the ramp button. It turns out that when somebody wakes up in the middle of the night and they have been using their PAP therapy, it's still conceivable that one of the reasons they woke up is that there was a breathing event that just wasn't well treated. Usually, if you've had a breathing event, there is a sensation of being more awake or more alert after that experience. And why not? Because it is some form of mini suffocation. And therefore, we can say that that alertness or the feeling of being more awake is a form of anxiety. And that anxiety is what, in fact, may keep somebody up for longer than, say, some other individual who doesn't have that response, who rolls over and goes back to sleep. Well, once you have that anxiety response, even though it's probably fairly mild, it's enough to keep you awake while trying to use a PAP therapy device, because now your sensation of the pressure coming in is going to be different than what you felt when you first went to sleep. And this is a very important concept in terms of how do you experience or perceive the pressure of the PAP device. The more anxiety you have, the higher the pressure always feels. So in the middle of the night, when a person wakes up and they're having a sense of, I don't think I can go back to sleep, I think I'm a little bit wound up, a little bit too alert, a little bit anxious, when you put the mask back on, or if you've kept it on all through this, if you hit the ramp button, it will drop your pressures down much lower. And then the way you have a perception or sensations with the overall pressure might help you actually get through the anxiety a lot faster. And many, many patients use the ramp button and report that that is the way they can roll over and go back to sleep, because the ramp button, in fact, by having lowered the pressures, made it much easier for them to manage this state of a little bit of anxiety. So keep that in mind. The ramp button just might be the cure for your middle of the night awakenings.